Goldminded Records, they're not your friends.
What is good? It's Klive Kraven. I'm back with a brand new video. Gonna do a overview video of my horror movie collection. I'm gonna break it down shelf by shelf. This is just my 4 main shelves. I have a whole nother rack. I'll get to those, a couple other racks with some Blu-rays and stuff. I'll get to those in just a few, but go ahead and go through the movies. They're all alphabetized. Starting off, I've got 12 Monkeys, 1408, 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, 2001 Space Odyssey, 30 Days a Night, 976 Evil, A Bucket of Blood, Clockwork Orange, Nightmare on Elm Street box set, which includes the first 7 and Freddy vs. Jason, the remake, the Never Sleep Again documentary, Alone in the Dark, American Crime, Amusement, An American Werewolf in Paris, An American Haunting, Anacondas, Anaconda 3, Anatomy, Apollo 18, Asylum, Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, Audition, Audrey Rose, Automation Transfusion, Bats Human Harvest, Beetlejuice, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, Black Xmas Remake, obviously Black Christmas, Blade 2, Blade Trinity, Bloody Mary, Bones, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, Blood and Chocolate, Boogeyman 1, 2, and 3, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Bug, Chud, Chernobyl Diaries, Cabin Fever, Camp Hell, Candyman, Candyman 3, Captivity, Carrie, Castle Freak, Children of the Corn Part 2 through 7 in a box set, Christine, Child's Play 2 through 5, Cloverfield, Constantine, Corn, Creature, Creepshow 1, 2, and 3, Critters 1 through 4, Cry Wolf, Cursed, Dark House, excuse me, Dark Water, Darkness Falls, and Daybreakers. Second row brings us to Dead Alive, Death Proof, Dead and Deader, Dead Silence, Decoys, Dementia 13, Demonic Toys, Dollman vs. Demonic Toys, Disturbia, Doom, Dracula 2000, Dracula 3, excuse me, Drag Me to Hell, Dragon Wars, D-War, Dreamcatcher, 8-Legged Freaks, Fear.com, Feast 1, 2, and 3, Final Destination 1, 2, 3, and 4, Flight of the Living Dead, Frailty, Friday the 13th box set including parts 1 through 8, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, Friday the 13th remake, His Name Was Jason, which is the Friday the 13th documentary, Fright Night, Frogs, Frontiers, From Dusk Till Dawn 1, 2, and 3, Ghost Ship, Ginger Snaps, Godsend, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Gothica, Gremlins, Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Halloween, the remake 1 and 2, Happy Birthday to Me, Hatchet, Hatred of a Minute, Hellion, Hellboy, Hellraiser 1 through 9, Hiding Creep, High Tension, Hocus Pocus, Hostel 1 and 2, House of the Dead, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Brings us down to the third shelf, which these are out of order. I'm not going to mess with it right now, but then it's I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, which is what should be first. Identity, I Spit on Your Grave, the original, Intruders, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Island of the Dead, It's Alive 1, 2, and 3, Jaws 2, Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, Joyride 1 and 2, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the King Kong remake, Knowing, Laid to Rest 2, Chrome Skull, Lake Placid 1 and 2, Lady in the Water, Leprechaun 1 through 5, Let Me In, Lost Souls, and then I have roughly 12 to 15 or so of the Masters of Horror. Almost all of them. I'm not going to go through those, but yeah, I have almost all of those individually. I'm missing a few of them. Midnight Movie, Mirrors, Mother of Tears, Mr. Brooks, My Bloody Valentine Remake, My Soul to Take, Natural Born Killers, 9 Dead, One Missed Call, Open Water 1 and 2, Pact of the Devil, Pandorum, Paranormal Activity 2, Paranormal Entity, Pet Cemetery, Phantasm 1, 3 and 4, Phantoms, Poltergeist, Predator 1 and 2, Prince of Darkness, Prom Night Remake, Prophecy, Psycho 2, 3 and 4, Pulse 1, 2 and 3, Pumpkinhead, and Puppet Master 1 through 9 box set. Which brings us down to the last row. Quarantine, Red Eye, Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Extinction, Rest Stop 1 and 2, Rise, Stephen King's Red Rose, Salem's Lot Remake, Santa Slay, Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, Slither, Scary Movie 1, 3, and 4, See No Evil 7, Shredder, Sign, Silent Hill, Sinister, Sleepaway Camp 2, 3, and 4, Sleep Stalkers, Sleepwalkers, Sleepy Hollow, Snakes on a Plane, Soul Survivor, Species 2, Species 4, Starship Troopers 1, 2, and 3, The Cavern, Storm of the Century, Sublime, Subspecies 1 through 4, and the 5th one, which I believe is Vampire Journals, Sweeney Todd, Taking Lives, Tales from the Crypt Seasons 1 through 7, Tales from the Crypt double feature including Bordello of Blood and Demon Knight, Tales from the Dark Side box set including all 4 seasons, Talk Radio, Amityville Confidential, Amityville Horror 1, 2, and 3, 4, the remake, The Being, The Black Belly of the Tarantula, Black Dahlia, The Blob, The Bone Collector, and The Butterfly Effect. So, yeah, super quick rundown. That's a far out zoom of everything. Just kind of wanted to go over that whole shelf. I got another shelf I'm going to break down, and then the Blu-rays. I'm going to get to that in just a second, but I need to switch up the angles, and I need to get my camera set up. So give me a minute, I'll be right back, and we'll get the rest of the collection shown. Be right back. Alright, we are now to the next rack. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. The Cabin in the Woods, Cave, The Cell, The Changeling, The Chosen One, The Covenant, The Crazies Remake, The Dentist, The Devil's Tomb, The Descent, Exorcism of Emily Rose, the Exorcist box set, which includes all of them, including another edition of the original called The Version You've Never Seen, which is really cool, includes a lot of extra footage. The Eye, The Fog Remake, The Forgotten, The Fourth Kind, The Funhouse, The Garbage Pail Kids Movie, The Gathering, The Ghoul, The Grudge 1, 2, and 3, The Happening, The Haunting, which is the remake, The Haunting in Connecticut, The Haunting of Molly Hartley, The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2 remakes, The Hitcher 2, The Hitchhiker, and The Host, which is a great foreign film, highly recommended. The House by the Cemetery, Howling 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Part 7 I believe that is. The Illusionist, The Insatiable, The Invasion, The Invisible, The Last Exorcism, The Last House on the Left remake, The Lost Boys box set including 1, 2, and 3, The Monster Squad, The Last Winter, The Midnight Meat Train, The Mist, The Mothman Prophecies, The Mummy, The New Daughter, The Ninth Gate, The Omen 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the remake, The Others, The Prophecy box set, which includes parts 1 through 5, The Puppet Masters, The Return, The Ring 1 and 2, The Rings, which is a documentary that goes along with the films, The Ruins, and Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Next rack, go down, we have The Other Shining, which is the Stephen King version, The Sixth Sense, The Skeleton Key, The Stand, The Stepfather, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Strangers, The Terror, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1, 2, 3, and 4, the remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Beginning, and the documentary, which is called Texas Chainsaw Massacre: A Family Portrait Revisited. The original, I should say John Carpenter's remake of The Thing, but yeah, definitely a classic. The Tomb, The Tommyknockers, The Toolbox Murders remake, 13 Ghosts, The Wicker Man remake, The Village, The Ugly, The Unborn, The Uninvited, Underworld, Underworld Evolution, Unknown, Urban Legend Final Cut, Vacancy, Vacancy 2, the first cut, Van Helsing, and Wakewood. That goes ahead and brings us to the next rack down. We have Walden, War of the Worlds, Wendigo, Welcome to the Jungle, When a Stranger Calls, White Noise 2, Willard, Wishmaster 1 and 2, Wolf Creek, Wrong Turn 1, 2, 3, and 5, Zodiac, Night of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead Remake, Dawn of the Dead Remake, Day of the Dead Remake, Day of the Dead 2, Diary of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Children of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead 2, House on the Haunted Hill, the original House on the Haunted Hill remake, Return to House on the Haunted Hill, Evil Dead 2, Evil Dead, and Army of Darkness and Hannibal Rising. These need to be flipped around, but I'll do it later. And then the last ones down here on the rack, we have Red Dragon, Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs, Manhunter, House of a Thousand Corpses, and Devil's Rejects. So that is the rundown of this whole rack.
Okay, as promised, we are at the third part.
I'll be filling this up soon, and I still have a whole another rack to show.
Got the original Nightmare on Elm Street,
with some Blu-rays,
Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, and 3, Nightmare on Elm Street Remake, Devil, Children of the Corn, Edge of Darkness, Edward Scissorhands, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2, Friday the 13th, 1, 2, and 3, and the remake, Halloween, Harry Potter, and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, Hellraiser, Hobo with a Shotgun, Legion, Scream box set, Scream 4, the Crazies remake, the Return of the Living Dead, the Wolfman, and VHS. Then I've just got a couple box sets of horror movies down here, and I've got a few other box sets, the Fright Pack, the Fright Fest, and Blood Fest. You know, all really cool sets. I want to get the rest of these Fright Packs: Sleepaway Camp, Vamp, Horror High, you know, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Return of Killer Tomatoes, Transylvania 6 5000. And then these got a bunch of classics in them, both of these. So really cool sets. That pretty much wraps up all my movies. I'll be doing another update soon. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you subscribe. Check out more of my videos. I have more top 10s, reviews, updates, overviews coming in the future. And yeah, appreciate it. Have a good one. Peace.